Well, this is, I think, an ashy gecko, or maybe it's a mourning gecko. It's definitely not one of the Asian house geckos that was hanging out on the artificial siding. But we're walking through the neighborhood where my in-laws live, and people are very amused that anyone cares about a gecko because they're so common. So they're very friendly, but they're also very befuddled. Anyway, this is probably my first Panama lifer. I'll look up what kind of gecko this is later. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is our third new lizard of the morning. I think, at least our second. This is a very small juvenile common basilisk. As an adult, they kind of have a frilly, appendage is probably the wrong word, but helmet-looking flap of skin on the back of the head. The tail looks kind of like a dinosaur, and they're known as the Jesus lizard. They can run across the water for very short distances. This is what I believe is a white-lipped frog. I'm not sure if it's Mexican white-lipped frogs down here in Panama or what kind. Almost certain this is a white-lipped frog. Definitely not a Tungara. But we'll see what it is, and I'll put it in the video description. It's kind of cool to be in a place where I'm not 100% sure what it is. I know it's not a poison dart frog, but not sure what it is. And this is kind of cool. There's a butterfly directly next to it, stretching its wings or whatever it's doing. So just right along the trail, pretty sure this is a forest toad. Maybe a Tungara frog. Pretty sure this is a forest toad though. Very dark individual. It's got kind of the sharp snout characteristic of the species. I know they live in Panama and down into up into Costa Rica, but not really sure how far south they get. So cool, our second frog of the night. There he goes. So this is rather cool. Chloe's got the flashlight on something about, I'd say 20 feet up in this tree. And what do we got, Chloe?
A sloth.
This is a freaking sloth.
He's moving kind of fast down the tree.
I guess fast is a relative term.
For a sloth.
He does not look like he's moving fast to me. But yeah, I guess for a sloth, this is blazing fast.
I know.
This is cool. If he decides to come all the way to the ground, though, we're going to skedaddle. We don't want to be around sloths. They're actually pretty nasty. Chloe tells me they have really long nails. They're kind of like possums in the U.S. If they feel like you're impinging on their space, they don't take it nicely.
Makes it more comfortable, more relaxed.
2 days in a row we've seen a sloth.
Versus holding their foot open. So it's
kind of hard to see through the leaves, but oh, there, he's moving.
God makes it certain ways that it works well. And his hook toes,
you gotta be kidding.
He doesn't have to do anything to hold them in place.
Yeah.
He's like just hook, so he's not doing any force except for maybe with his shoulders.
It seems like he's looking at us.
Really?
Hi there.
Is he giving you a good...
Sloth numero tres in 24 hours. And this one's with the short ones. 5 feet off the ground. Pop quiz, should it be easier to see a yellow-headed gecko or a sloth? The answer so far is they're equally difficult. And here's a Coatimundi, nosing around the trash like a raccoon in the U.S.
Sometimes they call it like a gato solo. Oh yeah. But they're not solo. Usually they come in flocks.
In the U.S., these can only be found in Arizona, but
really?
In Central America, they're very common. This is a very pretty specimen. The most common lizard in this particular part of Panama City. This is a yellow-headed gecko, displaying the bright orange phase in the head and sort of a gray body. So here's a common basilisk. He just ran across the water and I didn't get it on tape. Nah. Here's some still video of that spectacled caiman now that we've got the camera on a tripod. are, I believe, Nicaraguan sliders. They also might be Mesoamerican sliders. The two are kind of sort of interchangeable. There are also caiman that live in here. We're just basically on the other side of the road from where we just were. There are a couple out sunning. There's some in the water closer, and I'll get some still pictures of those and put those in the video as well, along with whether these are Nicaraguan or Mesoamerican sliders. So this thing sunning way far away, since I have the giant lens on, is an American crocodile. It's got an ahinga in front of it, a bird that's also found in Florida and sort of the southeast U.S. But that is a very large, well, I guess not very large, but probably at least 10-foot American crocodile. And then to our left, his head is up. There's probably a 6-foot spectacled caiman. So I'm going to turn the camera this way and see if I can locate his head for you.
I lost him. He's not what I saw him last.